top secret information.
And it was the Lady G-Men taking a 60-48 win.
Hello and welcome to Brown County Rewind for the week of May 7th. I'm Brian Peck, and here's the latest. The new Kroger Marketplace finally opened its doors this week after a year of construction and planning. The building's grand opening was well attended by residents from a 3-county radius, as well as numerous Kroger staff. The new store offers tons of new items for shoppers, including a Baby World department, a Starbucks kiosk, a deli, and a bakery. Kroger store manager Bob Bolin said the first customer was in line at 2 a.m. to get into the new marketplace, with the line stretching to the old Kroger building when doors opened at 7 a.m. The Brown County Sheriff's Office arrested 3 Mount Orab residents for the murder of Aberdeen resident Judd Carpenter this week. Dallas Tincher, who was reported as a friend of Carpenter, allegedly hired Joseph Hensley for $900 to murder Carpenter. Hensley was arrested for aggravated murder. Tincher and Hensley's girlfriend, Sarah Clemens, were arrested for complicity to aggravated murder. The bathrooms in Ripley will remain locked for a little longer, as Village Administrator Charles Ashmore said the facility has been vandalized on its first day open. Ashmore said the restrooms were not properly locked that evening and that somebody had plugged up every toilet with paper towels, ripped the dispensers down, and smeared feces on the walls. The bathroom has been fixed, but Ashmore said they will remain closed until the village can think of a way to ensure the restrooms get locked each evening. We now go to Michael Arthur with more news.
Thank you, Brian. 2 local issues, 2 state issues, and numerous partisan candidate races were decided in the 2010 primary election held May 4th. In Brown County, a referendum to repeal a 0.25% sales tax increase failed by less than 100 votes. County officials, including the commissioners, are pleased that the tax increase was upheld, but supporters of the referendum believe many voters may have been confused by language on the ballot. Some individuals reportedly voted no on the referendum under the belief that they were voting against the increase, but the opposite was true. Aberdeen voters also rejected an issue that would have granted a private company the authority to shop prices for natural gas and purchase the utility in bulk for the village. The gas aggregation issue failed by just 1 vote, 54 to 53. Some Aberdeen officials think voters may not have understood the issue entirely, or may not have realized that anyone who wished to opt out of the program could do so. In the primary for Ohio's 2nd Congressional District, incumbent Congresswoman Jean Schmidt once again secured the Republican nomination, while political newcomer Surya Yalamanchili made up for losses in rural areas with a big win in Hamilton County to capture the nomination of the Democrat Party. Schmidt and Yalamanchili will now turn their attention to the November general election. Election results released thus far are preliminary, as an official count of ballots will be conducted May 15th. A recount is mandatory for any candidate or issue that is decided by a margin of less than 0.5%, but recounts can be requested for any race or issue so long as the requesting party pays for it. For more on election results, check out the News Democrat Sunday. Individuals from throughout the county congregated at Georgetown's Courthouse Square on Thursday to recognize the National Day of Prayer. Observed on the first Thursday in May as a day to turn to God in prayer and meditation, the National Day of Prayer has been officially recognized in the United States of America for the past 59 years. Thursday marked Brown County's 18th observance on the Courthouse Square, and several hundred people were in attendance. In addition to specifically targeted prayers by several local leaders, attendees also joined together to read the entire Bible in about 20 minutes. For more on National Day of Prayer, check out the May 13th edition of the News Democrat. Approximately 150 gallons of a weed killer were spilled into Straight Creek last weekend. The weed killer, called Ignite, originated at a Southwest Landmark plant in Georgetown. According to information provided by the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency, vandalism or accidental discharge may have led to the chemical being spilled into the creek. For more information and photos on the spill, pick up a copy of the May 6th edition of the News Democrat on store shelves now. We now go to Wade with sports.
Thanks, Michael. Track and field teams from the Southern Hills League ventured to North Adams High School on Tuesday and Thursday to compete for what many of them have worked hard for all season long, a league title. When the North Adams track got time to cool off, it was a team of girls from Ripley Union Lewis Huntington High School edging out Peebles by a score of 142 to 141 to claim this year's league title. The Ripley Lady Jays cruised behind first place finishes from senior Whitney Plymesser in the discus throw, senior Melissa Mitchell in the 400-meter dash, and the 4x200-meter relay team consisting of freshman Nia Royal, junior Lauren Bachman, senior Melissa Mitchell, and freshman Shayla Henderson. The Ripley boys were also backed by some dazzling performances and took runner-up in the league to North Adams by a score of 159 to 135. First place finishes for the Ripley High School boys track team included junior Jonathan Kessel in the shot put throw, the 4x100-meter relay team consisting of senior Kyle Fithen, freshman Drew Wilson, senior Zach McMillian, and senior Scott Gilstrap. The 4x200-meter relay team made up of freshmen Drew Wilson, Jonathan Kessel, senior David Schaus, and Zach McMillian also captured first, and finally Kyle Fithen in the 100-meter dash took a first-place finish. Following the girls' league victory and the boys' number one finish, the Ripley bus hauling the team paraded through the town of Ripley, escorted by village police, hanging out the windows and chanting, "We are Ripley, number one." High school softball and baseball action is winding down, and the local team finding the most success during the regular season was the Eastern Lady Warriors varsity softball squad that claimed another league title. This time the Lady Warriors went undefeated in Southern Hills League play to finish 13-0, and they'll be awarded the gold ball at this year's awards ceremony. The Ripley Lady Jays softball squad capped off league play on a good note, claiming their third win in Southern Hills League play, topping Lynchburg Clay 10-3. The Lady Jays finished fourth in the SHL Big School Division. The Lynchburg Clay varsity baseball team took a win over the Ripley boys to remain unbeaten at 9-0 in Southern Hills League play. The postseason tournament begins May 10th, so be sure to catch some exciting bouts such as Monday's sectional game between the Fayetteville Perry baseball team and Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy at Cincinnati, Tuesday's sectional game between the Western Brown Broncos and Amelia at Mount Orb, and Friday's sectional tourney game between the Eastern Warriors and Piketon. That game will be played at Eastern High School. That does it for sports this week. Good luck to all our athletes, and for more on local sports, be sure to check out the Thursday News Democrat on store shelves now.